looking for presentations. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the meeting of your Los Angeles City Council.
I just want to highlight and uplift and welcome Miguel Contreras School of Social Justice Black Student Union here to City Hall. Please stand up. Please stand up so everybody can see y'all. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining. Y'all are the next generation of leaders. Thank you for being forward thinkers, for developing a Black Student Union at Miguel Contreras.
Yes, and with that, I want to say thank you, colleagues. And so with this resolution, we officially declare October 19th as the Groundlings Day in Los Angeles, recognizing their legacy, their impact, and ongoing contributions. So please join me in honoring the Groundlings' exceptional journey and all the joy they bring to the city of Los Angeles.
Councilmember Soto Martinez, if I may, as a young man in the 1990s, I worked on Melrose. Groundlings has always been a part of my adult life, and I just want to say thank you for bringing a little laughter to the city of Los Angeles.
Good morning, everyone. Magandang umaga po. Good morning. Mabuhay. My name is Kenneth Mejia. I am honored to be here to represent our kababayan, our peoples, here in City Hall. I want to thank Councilmember Soto Martinez for giving space today, to Councilmember Heather Hutt for speaking as well. I also want to give a shout out to one of my family members, the president of LaFace, Lalita Mejia. Just kidding, we're not related, but Lalita Mejia is the president of the Los Angeles Filipino Association of City Employees. And raise your hand here if you're a Filipino city employee, and let's give a round of applause for our city employees here who do great work. In the city controller's office, a third of us are Filipinos. Who knew that Filipinos like accounting, right? So we do that.
Officers, can you please identify the person in back that's disrupting the meeting for me?
Yes, we would like to get started with this presentation, please. Thank you.
We're here. Zeb's just chatting away over there. Come on over, Zeb. Guys, why are you guys over there?
Where would you like the flowers?
Thank you very much, Mr. President, as well as colleagues. Today, we come together to remember and celebrate the incredible life of no other than Richard Alatorre. A man whose journey from the streets of Boyle Heights to the halls of power here in City Hall changed the political landscape of California forever. The very great Mayor Karen Bass. Karen Bass. Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you. Colleagues, thank you for the opportunity to speak with you. And I just want to begin by offering my condolences to Angie and to the other members of the Alatorre family.
Let's bring up no other than former mayor of Los Angeles and former council member of City 14, Antonio Villaraigosa. Right.
You know, I've said at various junctures in my life, whenever I've had an opportunity to break a glass ceiling, that are here on the shoulders of Richard Alatorre. Richard Alatorre should have been the first Latino mayor of Los Angeles. The city wasn't ready yet. I know that everything I've been able to do in my life, I've been able to do because there was a Civil Rights Act, because there was a Voting Rights Act, because people fought to open up that door, and one of those people leading the way was Richard Alatorre.
All right, Mike Greenspan, Burgos District 2, name I signed up.
Speaker, which
And-
item would you like to speak to?
Now, I want to talk about the liens. I got no
You'll have
use.
1 minute.
And public comment too. I got no use for the liens. As far as I'm concerned, I don't see a need to F-bomb the liens. I just have no use for them. I think they're a very repressive way to go after property owners who are trying to do their best. As far as I'm concerned, folks, when I think of your liens, they suck a dick like this. When I say they suck a dick, I'll show you when they suck. That's what I think of your liens. Nobody's ever had the nerve to say the truth about the liens after all these years. Well, I'm saying something once and for all. I'm just tired of these liens. I don't think they're necessary, but we don't need to F-bomb them. They suck a dick. That's the basic thing about the liens. Now, there's another thing I do want to say, and that's about Alatorre.
You have 1 minute for general public comment.
Yes. We forgot to talk about one thing with Alatorre. He would go to the MTA meetings with $100 bills stuffed in his pocket. No, he didn't bring them from home. They were bribe money. All these public officials honoring somebody who took bribes. Now, his bribes were different than those of Englander, who took money bribes, hotel room bribes, liquor bill bribes, pussy bribes, along with his boy John Lee. But Alatorre took bribes for projects. And he didn't get in trouble for the bribes, he got in trouble for income tax evasion. I thought people, when De Leon does this presentation and McOsker and all the others, that we ought to know the truth. After all, it sucks a dick like this one. That's what I think of people like Alatorre taking bribes, betraying the public confidence. That's what I think. It sucks a dick. Yeah.
Said fuck the Dodgers.
Speaker, please remind us of the name you signed up under and which items you'd like to speak to.
On all items, motherfuckers.
You'll have 1
Starting
minute for
from
the
New
item
York
and
to
1 minute for
LA,
general
I
public
want
comment.
all the time I can get. Because we all know what the cost of inspections are when they come to the illegal, unconstitutional building and safety confirmation for violations regarding liens. How many more fucking properties you want to take from us, Mayor? What about that, Noodle? How much more property you want to take from us, Noodles? There's no more birria in this city to go and sell out us white niggers over the goddamn liens. And I demand, Yargoslavsky, get your goddamn daughter here to work and get these fucking liens.
Speaker, you need to get back on topic.
Bullshit here, because these liens suck a dick. So now to my non-agenda public comment. US 395 444 1969, you dirty niggers. The Yankees are gonna yank you out of the World Series because los Dodgers cuesta tanto pinche dinero para virar la juego. Yo no puedo pagar por pinche juego, entonces chinga tu pinche madres que se pierden cabrones. Fuck los Dodgers. Go Yankees, and slam it to them in a 4-4 win. Sweep. And Marquises, you dumb nigger with that MHD8, you don't know shit about ball. Get your hands out of your pocket and stop playing pocket pool, fool. Because that's the only 8 ball you got. And I got 2, and you only got 1. So you suffer from your mental health, you can suck a dick too. Mommy.
Speaker, please remind us of the name you signed up under and which item you'd like to speak to.
What the fuck does it matter? All items in general public comment.
You'll have 1 minute for each.
My goddamn 2 minutes. Look at these goddamn fake Dodger fans here today. Marquise ain't no goddamn Dodger fan. Over there, that big
Speaker,
old
you
fat
need to speak to the
Stalin.
item or we can move you to general public comment.
All right, I want to talk about fucking item. We'll talk about item fucking 2. Over there with that sleazy FBI target, unethical pile of shit, CD12 himself is trying to get things done, trying to take and expropriate property money instead of reaching in his bag he got from Las Vegas and paying the lien himself. Why don't you motherfuckers pay the liens yourself with all that stolen cash out of Las Vegas? Let's ask old Zeb, why don't he pay that payoff money? Why not? Now, for the general comment, look
You have
at
1
these
minute.
gangsters over here. We have a gangster reunion today with that filthy, dirty Zev Yaroslavsky, the worst Jewish cancer in the history of politics. That old dumb fuck gave the Valley a fucking bus line instead of a goddamn fucking train like niggas have. I want to take the train from Chatsworth over to Encino, but Zev said, no, you only get a goddamn bus. He been busing shit for decades, and his daughter don't even work. Get your daughter back to goddamn work. Where is that fat little cunt? Your little daughter-in-law. Where come she don't come to goddamn work? And finally, Ulysses is giving us bananas out there on Spring Street to eat. She's starving us while Kevin feeds us delicious food. Re-elect Kevin De Leon, but fuck the city council.
Speaker, please remind us of the name you signed up under and which items you'd like to speak to.
I am happy to provide you with my name, but the problem is you never called my name, so
Which item would you like to speak to?
purpose of the item I would like to speak to is, can you tell me which item is open for general?
It's item number 2 and your time is running. You need to speak to the item.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't tell you my name, and
Speaker, we can move you to general public comment.
I haven't tell you, I want to speak on item number 2, but item number 2 is I am here to support this property, and I am here to support this inspection, and I am support the property owner of this property, and during
You have 1 minute for general public comment.
my general public comment is, yesterday, the other day, I was saying that when I say I support Israel, the city attorney told me that is offensive comments. When I tell them that I support LAPD, the city attorney told me that is offensive comments, that is offensive to the audience. When I tell them I support law and order and I support defund the criminal, the city attorney told me that I upset a lot of the other audience. Now, city attorney, I am here to send you a clear message. If that message is offensive to you, I am happy that offended you, because we will always support our law enforcement. We will always support for our Councilmember Kevin De Leon. If supporting Councilmember Kevin De Leon, that message offended you, I'm happy to offend you 24/7. If supporting President Trump, that message offended you, I'm happy to offend you every single day on your rooftop, because I am the rooftop Korean.
Hello. Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
Which item would you like to speak to?
No, what did you say about the item?
Do you want to speak to item 2 and general public comment, or just general public comment?
Oh, yeah. My name is Sister Payasa. I'd like to speak on those items in general public comment, please.
You'll have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you. I can't hear you through that fucking mask. Okay, so item 2, Oh, sorry, I'm so ignorant about this. I just don't know what to say. You know what? I'll speak from the Bible. That's all I know. So afterward, Jesus' commission of the 11. You guys are
Okay, Speaker,
council,
you
right?
need to speak to the agenda item, or we
Yes,
can move
I
you
am
to general public
I'm
comment.
just so ignorant about these items. For item 2, something relevant though. Afterward, he appeared unto the 11 as they sat at meat, and upbraided them with their unbelief and
Okay,
hardness of
Speaker,
heart.
you need to tie
Yes,
that to the
your
agenda item.
your hardness of heart, ma'am. Your hardness of heart.
Can
he
we
said
move
unto
them
them,
to general public comment?
excuse me?
You'll have 1 minute for general public comment.
Oh, and Jesus said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth shall not be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak new tongues. They shall take up serpents. And if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. Jesus ascends to heaven. So then, after the Lord had spoken unto them, he was received up into heaven and sat on the right hand of God. And they went forth and preached everywhere, and the Lord working with them and confirming the word with signs following. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God bless America. Thank you for my time.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Frank Soto. I'm a member of the Boyle Heights community. I was raised in this community, and it's great to see the mariachis and the culture and the pride that we have for being Latino and being part of LA. We talk about civil rights, we talk about nonprofits, but who is looking out for the landlords, the mom and pop landlords? So my concern is landlord-tenant rights. As a small mom and pop landlord, tenants seem to have all the rights and not the landlords. And I think that is unfair. And so what are we doing as a city to tip the scales to make it more fair and equal to landlords? You know, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
I do want to start off by thanking Smoke and Scan for bringing these meetings to a larger audience. I think it's great that people get to see this.
Okay, Speaker, you need to speak to item 2
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry. Okay. Item number 2, it's, there's different nuisance places, and I guess if it's a nuisance, you guys should be fining them. I just want you to also realize that on L. Ron Hubbard Way, there's excessive nuisances going on there as well, but they never get fined. They can have 251 non-ADA compliant planters all around on 3 blocks, blocking my access to any of those streets. And that's a nuisance to me. And I would wish that you would find them. I wish one day I would see them on this, like where number 2 is, and where they'll be assessed for being a nuisance, because they're a true nuisance.
You'll have 1 minute for general public comment.
Okay, again, we're going to be speaking about the planters, but right now it's also the street closers. They have endless street closure permits. Mr. Martinez, this is your district, you're well aware. They have it right now. The police are there, actually, from what I hear right now, and I hear that they're allegedly giving fake, or let's say, I don't know if they're doctored or the wrong, incorrect permits to LAPD right now because they're closing the street earlier, and they're also doing construction and putting building blocks, and apparently they're not being forthwith with the police. That's what I hear. It's just alleged, of course. So when I've been coming here for months, and when is anyone going to look into it? It's not fair to the community, Mr. Martinez. We need your help. The ADA community has the right to the easements, so we're asking you to please get involved. And the street has been endlessly closed, with the exception of maybe, I can count on one hand how many days. It's not fair.
All right, that'll close public comment here in council chambers. If we can move to the phones.
All right. So today, during his, why did you need to give that presentation to Kevin? You could have given it to literally anyone else. But today, Kevin, you took the opportunity to give a proud shout out to Gil Cedillo. Yeah, that's right. Gil Cedillo, he's trying to honor him and talk about how he and his redistricting commissioner were fighting for something. We're never shamed by social media platforms to do what was right. So Kevin has basically just dropped any show now. He's just fucking proud of what he did in the redistricting process, and all of you are going to keep standing alongside him. When are any of you going to make a statement about him just proudly gloating about what he did? Are you going to renew your calls for him to resign? Are you going to do anything to hold this guy accountable for what he did? Anything. Any of you. He needs to be removed from committees. You need to stop giving him all this
Thank you,
power.
Speaker. Your time is up.
Yeah, I just wanted to suggest that anyone who hasn't read Patrick Range McDonald's investigative reports about who all of the young, very white YIMBYs are who line up at every hearing in Sacramento here and everywhere else talking about discriminatory housing. Many of them are not from here. They've admitted they grew up in single-family homes themselves. They're groomed for this job. Check out the full-page ad in the LA Times where they've come out against rent control. Rent control had saved friends' lives in New York. I'm originally from New York. It's disgusting what these people are doing. The biggest warrior against single-family is Scott Wiener, who grew up in a single-family home in a Tony suburb of New Jersey. Are his parents racist, immoral, and wasting space the way that they call everyone else who lives in single-family homes? What's going on with the YIMBY movement is a documentary. It's totally false, and they try to influence people's votes. We are definitely follow United Neighbors, and we support the draft that the city admitted there's enough to build in commercial corridors without carving into our historic neighborhoods and our residential communities. Thank you for listening.
Number two, again, when 2010 came around, the city sends out all the inspectors to look at people that are non-compliant, to find them, to create revenue for the city. And here you're doing it again because, again, the shortfall in the general funding of $100 million. How are you going to get to June? And if the Dodgers win, how are you going to have a parade? Forget I lived through this a couple of times, but I just, like I said, I didn't expect to win. I just expected it to bring everything to light. You are creating revenue through this item, and it's not fair to the people that are assigned to protect LA to look for revenue on people that might not be financially able to be in compliance. So instead of finding them, maybe look for the help to helping them be in compliance.
You'll have 1 minute for general public comment.
It doesn't take the mayor to go out there with a camera and clean up somebody's house in the front yard if that's all you can do. That's what you guys did in the West Side. You can do it for this person. You don't have to find them. Just get them the help they need. I care about the city. I really do. But stop BSing the world. Now, parking for Dodger Stadium is at $100 to $500. The McCourts have no intention to doing that gondola for free. Smoke and Scan, I appreciate your guys' following and against to the city of LA. If you're supporting that gondola, you're as corrupt as the McCourts trying to make that happen when they own half that property, and they should, like he said, oh, we'll give free gondola passes to the people that buy tickets. You should give free parking to the people that buy tickets at $1,700 a ticket. It doesn't matter. You really need to make it about LA. This is not about the city council. It's about the city of LA.
Thank you, Speaker. Your time is up.
Madam Clerk, what's next on the agenda? Seeing no other announcements, can you please stand for adjourning motions? To my left, any adjourning motions on my left? Any adjourning motions on my right? All right, council is adjourned. Go Dodgers.